Hi, good evening, dear student. Today we shall discuss characteristic of liquid. We have already learnt the characteristic of the solid in the previous video. Let us recall the characteristic or the properties of the solid. We have learnt that solids have definite shape and volume. And they have definite shape and volume because in solid state the particles of matter are held together by very strong interparticle forces of attraction. And these strong interparticle forces of attraction do not allow the particles to move freely. They only oscillate about their mean position. अपनी जगह पर वो रह करके वो oscillation कर सकते हैं. So it is due to strong interparticle forces of attraction, solids have definite shape and volume. Solids do not flow. Solids flow नहीं होते because the layers in solid, their layers of the particle in solid state are bonded with strong interparticle forces, and these forces do not allow these layers to slide one above the other. जो लेयर्स होती हैं सॉलिड स्टेट के अंदर एक के ऊपर एक लेयर वो स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉन्डेज फोर्स से बंधी रहती है और ये फोर्स उनको अलाउ नहीं करते कि वो स्लाइड कर सकें, फिसल सकें एक के ऊपर एक. लिक्विड्स कैन नॉट बी कंप्रेस्ड बिकॉज द पार्टिकल्स इन सॉलिड स्टेट solid cannot be compressed because in solid state the particles are already bonded by very strong interparticle forces of attraction and there are least gaps between them. Solids do not diffuse easily. This is because in solid state the particles cannot move freely, and for the diffusion the particles should move freely and occupy the space between the particles of other substance. Now let us discuss the characteristic of the liquid. In liquid state, the matter has definite shape, definite volume, but they do not have fixed shape. Liquids का volume तो fix होता है. If you transfer 1 liter water from a small container to a larger container, the volume will not change, but the shape is likely to change. तो उसका कारण क्या है कि in liquid state the particles of matter are still bonded together by strong interparticle forces, yet these particles have some freedom of movement, due to which the liquid tend to take the shape of the container in which they are kept or in which they are transferred. Liquid वही आकार ले लेते हैं, वही शेप ले लेते हैं जिस बर्तन में उनको रखा जाता है. Liquids flow. Liquid have tendency to flow, and it is due to that the different layer of particles or molecules in the liquid state can slide one above the other. जो layers होती हैं एक दूसरे के ऊपर वो एक दूसरे के ऊपर slide कर सकती है, and it is due to this that the liquid can flow. Liquid flow करते हैं. Liquids cannot be compressed. Like solids, liquid cannot be compressed. But liquid diffuse. If you take some water in a beaker and put a drop of ink in it, you will observe that after some time the whole water turns blue if the ink is blue in color. So here what happens? The particles of the ink diffuse through the particles of the water. So it means the liquid exhibits the phenomena of diffusion. Liquids have low density as compared to solid. कारण क्या है? In liquid state as compared to solid, the particles have some gaps between them, and it is due to these gaps the volume of same mass of a liquid is greater than the volume of same mass of the solid. क्योंकि पार्टिकल लिक्विड स्टेट में दूर होते हैं, इसलिए किसी भी लिक्विड के गिवन मास का वॉल्यूम अधिक होता है सॉलिड के कंपैरिजन में, और क्योंकि डेंसिटी डिपेंड करती है मास ओवर वॉल्यूम, ग्रेटर द वॉल्यूम लेसर विल बी द डेंसिटी. सो लिक्विड स्टेट के अंदर किसी भी सब्सटेंस की लिक्विड स्टेट की डेंसिटी उसकी सॉलिड स्टेट से कम होती है. Exception we have already discussed, except water. So let's see. Liquids have definite volume है, but they do not have fixed shape. Liquids tend to flow. They cannot be compressed like solids. Liquid also cannot be compressed. Liquids, unlike solid, diffuse readily. Liquids have low density as compared to solid. So these are a few characteristics of liquids. Now we shall discuss characteristics of gases. Now let's see shape and volume. The gases neither have definite shape nor definite volume. Gases का ना तो कोई definite shape होता है and ना उनका कोई volume होता है. For a gas, the volume of a gas equal to the volume of the vessel in which it is stored. किसी भी गैस का वॉल्यूम फिक्स नहीं होता. गैस के लिए क्या बात है? For a gas, the volume of a gas is equal to the volume of the vessel in which it is stored. जिस वेसल के अंदर आप गैस को स्टोर करोगे उसका जो वॉल्यूम होगा वही वॉल्यूम होगा गैस का. If the volume of a small cylinder is 1 liter and if the gas is transferred in a bigger cylinder, the volume of the gas will be equal to the volume of the bigger cylinder. सो किसी भी गैस का वॉल्यूम उस बर्तन के बराबर होता है, उस कंटेनर के बराबर होता है जिस कंटेनर में उसको स्टोर किया जाता है. Gases flow and they flow more readily as compared to solid or liquid, and it is due to very weak, in fact negligible interparticle forces of attraction and high kinetic energy of the particles. The gases flow easily in all directions. Gases can be compressed easily. Since in gaseous state, particles are far apart, so by applying pressure, we can bring these particles closer. Thus, the gases can be compressed easily, and this property of compressibility of the gases is used in storing large volume of the gas in small cylinders. For example, liquefied petroleum, compressed natural gas, oxygen stored in the cylinder use this property. Gases have least density. The density of a substance in gaseous state is least as compared to its solid or liquid state. किसी भी सब्सटेंस की गैसेस स्टेट में जो डेंसिटी होती है उस सब्सटेंस की लिक्विड स्टेट और सॉलिड स्टेट में जो डेंसिटी होती है उससे कम होती है. Definite, they do not have definite shape, not definite volume. Gases जो होती है they flow, they can be compressed easily, उनको compress किया जा सकता है, and they have least density, and finally the gases diffuse easily. Since in gaseous state the particles have high kinetic energy, therefore due to this high kinetic energy the particle can easily diffuse with the particles of other substances. So now we are in a position to compare the three states of matter on the basis of properties like shape and volume, compressibility, density, fluidity, and फ्लूइडिटी हो गई, कंप्रेसिबिलिटी हो गई, डेंसिटी हो गई, शेप एंड वॉल्यूम हो गया. इस आधार पर हम इनको डिस्टिंग्विश कर सकते हैं. लेट्स सी, देख लिए एक बार और. सॉलिड, लिक्विड एंड गैस. प्रॉपर्टी. Shape and volume. Definite. Both they have definite shape and definite volume. Liquid state, definite volume, but not fixed shape. Gases neither have definite shape nor volume. compressibility. Cannot be compressed. Solid. Cannot be compressed. Liquid. Can be compressed easily. So we have discussed two properties. Fluidity. Do not flow. Solid do not flow. Liquids flow. Gases flow. Density. High density. Low density. Least density. Diffusion. Do not diffuse. Readily. Diffuse. Diffuse readily. So today you have learned the characteristic of the solid, liquid and gases, and you will be capable of distinguishing these three states of the matter on the basis of shape and volume, density, fluidity, compressibility. Thank you.